Welcome to part 2 of PWLC News for April 1st. Here we go. And I've got some late-breaking matrimonial news. Somebody's getting married tomorrow, and their new last name will be Shetler, and their first name will still be Victoria. Victoria de los Santos is getting married tomorrow. I can't think of making a Good Friday any better than getting married. So she will become Victoria Shetler, and it'll be a short honeymoon. She'll be back to work on Monday morning. Chuck couldn't cut her some slack. So congratulate Victoria. If you want, you can shoot her an email. Her email address is still the same. And congratulations to Victoria and her husband-to-be and their new family. May God bless all of you and have a wonderful wedding. I'm still looking for my invitation. We've got two things to accomplish in the second part, the second episode of PWLC News. The first one is my interview with Dr. Ben Barton. He gives some feedback on his takeaway from the meeting that he attended in Fort Lauderdale, his plans for the Columbia market. Also, it's a special message for just about a half a dozen franchisees that are also chiropractors, as Dr. Barton is. Some things to think about in terms of building your practice along with what goes on in the center. So let's take a look at that interview with Dr. Barton.
This is beating the bushes. That's what this business is, so it's just different.
Well, what did you come away from that meeting to say, you know what, I need to either reinforce what you already knew or thought to yourself, I'm going to plug this in right away?
I think the biggest thing was the strategies. Some of the stuff that I got from from Rika was the in-house stuff that we learned. Okay. And then, with Oscar going out and beating the bushes, that sort of stuff. Yeah. It's all about marketing and implementing those sorts of things and really understanding, I guess, some of the challenge. Really I didn't know much about, honestly, how the whole thing really worked its way through, how the process works. From the business side, I was letting Dr. Guy take care of that. Right. And so I definitely picked that up. I mean, I definitely learned a lot from some of the other chiropractors that I met.
Got a bigger picture now.
Correct.
Now, Dr. Koloshinsky is in the equation. Dr. Ben Barton yourself is in the equation. Dr. Neil Hollander as a chiropractor is in the equation. The person who's pretty much set the gold standard for us right now is mixing chiropractic medicine with a weight loss center is both Dr. Ed and Paula Carlton in Virginia. What are some things that you're excited about in merging your chiropractic side of the equation with weight loss?
Things are not going to get any better. I've been in practice, again, like I said, 9 years, and every year it gets worse. Okay. The chances are it's not going to get better.
For the chiropractic side, right?
Correct. And so I think that it's important to have other options because that's single payer is coming. The government's going to run it all. And if you look at chiropractors in Canada and in Europe, they're not making a lot of money. And quite honestly, the reason these doors are open, you hate to say it the wrong way, but it's about making money. Right. If you ain't paying the bills, you're not going to stay in business. And so this is something that I really think down the road is going to be extremely important for a lot of chiropractors to do. You're going to need to look at other avenues to make money. It's just, and that's why we're doing it.
And it's a good fit for you.
It's a very, very good fit for the wellness. Well, hopefully to dominate. The goal is obviously to take over this side of town, and then within the next certain period of time, within the next year, is to go ahead and keep buying more franchises and buying people out and buying more franchises and just keep going. I do think that if you can, everybody that I know that does franchises, if they can just get the one going really well, and then if you can build on it and get 4 or 5 of them, well, then what happens is, let's say one clinic has a bad month or one clinic goes through some staff turnover and it stinks. Well, you offset that because another clinic is probably killing it. And so then things even out. Yeah.
Well, it's been a thrill working with you this week. We're thrilled to have you as part of the PWLC team.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And look forward to working with you again side by side here pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
It's going to be a good ride.
Again, a great guy. I'm really looking forward to working with both he and Lauren over the next few months and over the next number of years as well. All right, let's turn to the contest because I know that's what you're all really interested in. Let me give you some interesting notes from the contest. First of all, I'm estimating that there was close to $310,000 in total sales on Monday from the participants in this contest. The 310,000. Let me put that into perspective, I should say. Normally on a Monday, For this week last year, we would have done about $90,000 to $100,000. So we did a little more than triple what we normally do on a Monday. I'm estimating a little over 150 new programs were sold. I'm guessing close to 400 restarts were sold, and about 100 maintenance programs were probably sold when it's all said and done. And that, again, I'm gleaning this from the notes that I got, because really all that was reported were new programs, but kind of averaging some things out. The average production per payroll hour was $186. So that means the average person working for 1 hour produced $186 in gross sales. So if one employee does it as a full-time employee, that's pretty much a $30,000 month. If I got 2 people, that's 60, 3 people, that's 90, 4 people, that's $120,000 a month. That's $1.5 million a year, or $15 million over the life of your franchise agreement. Gross sales in one day, in reverse order. These are your top 5. Now, this is not how anybody was ranked in terms of winning, but it just happens to be the gross sales in reverse order for the top 5. Columbia, Maryland did $10,062 in one day on Monday. Beckley did $10,269 on Monday. Scranton did $12,034 on Monday. Pensacola did $14,539, and Fairfax, Virginia did $23,150 on Monday. So no, Susan, I don't have any dance for that number. No Mr. Bean dance for that number. Now, in terms of programs sold, top 5 in reverse order. West Allis, Wisconsin sold 4 new programs. Columbia, Maryland, and Miami, Florida were tied at selling 5 new programs each on Monday. Fairfax sold 6 new programs. Beckley sold 7 new programs, and Pensacola was number 1, selling 8 new programs. So now let's talk about who was in the money and what did they get. Number 10, Baltimore, Maryland, with a production per payroll hour of $268.08. They are awarded $125, so great job. Pensacola, Florida was in 9th place with a production per payroll hour of $269.25. You two are awarded $125. In 8th place, Miami, Florida, with production per payroll hour of $295.42. You're awarded $125. Gainesville, Virginia, you're awarded in 7th place, $333.02 was your production per payroll hour, and you're awarded $125. West Allis was in 6th place. Their production per payroll hour was $384.12, or $125 for their award. Scranton was in 5th place with production per payroll hour of $388.20, and I may have repeated myself there. West Allis was $384.12. Scranton was $388.20, if I screwed that up. They also win $125. And the last award for $125 goes to 4th place, Columbia, Maryland. They had a production per payroll hour of $437.49. Outstanding work, $125 goes to them. Here are your top 3. Apparently, your state has to end in the word Virginia to be able to be in the top 3. Manassas, Virginia was 3rd with production per payroll hour of $445.06. They're awarded $500. Congratulations to Manassas. Beckley, West Virginia was 2nd with production per payroll hour of $446.50. They're awarded $750. And number 1 with production per payroll hour, there wasn't even a close number 2. Production per payroll hour of $1,006.53, awarded $1,000, Fairfax, Virginia. Fantastic job, you guys. An incredible job, and I got a great note from Susan I'll share with you on Monday. Those are your winners. That is your wrap-up. I'm out of the office, and nobody's going to be able to reach me tomorrow. It's Good Friday. I'm spending a Good Friday with my good kids in the last day of their spring break, and the rest of the weekend celebrating Easter. And I'm at it again. Wheels up early on Monday morning on my way to Houston. So if you need to reach me, just email me. I may have internet access from the plane. If not, I'll respond as soon as I land. And you'll be able to reach me by phone or by email, as well as by fax the remainder of the week. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody.